All right, here we are. Welcome. As you guys can see, we're at a slightly different place. We're actually at my place because this is a solo stream. If you can hear me, drop a comment down below. Not sure how my setup is. It's been a very long time since I've used this kind of B studio, we'll call it. Welcome, Patrick. Welcome, Blunderbutt, Tsukomi. I think I said that right. Patrick, yeah, it is a board game to say the least. Tapestry was, we've got that video coming out. Now you can see that thumbnail. As I was setting stuff up yesterday, it was a little bit practice trying to get stuff ready. Awesome. So it seems like you guys can hear me. Hey, Ken. Let's do this. Let's see if we can beat Hans. So, as you guys see, we are going to be playing Final Girl today. Camp Happy Trails. I've got my monitor over here, so this is probably what I'm going to be looking at for the chat. I've got my camera over here, and then my daughter is actually sleeping right over there, hopefully sleeping. I spent the last hour in a dark room with a sound machine, listening to calming music. So trying to wake myself up a little bit, trying not to talk super loud because I don't want to have to go back in there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here, and I am going to have to ask for everybody's help in the chat because this game has a lot of stuff. There's a lot of upkeep. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget something. I generally do forget at least one thing. So if I do miss something, put it in the chat. I'm going to try to go slow through the different phases just to make sure that I'm really planning everything out, really making sure I'm hitting it all here. I've got my rule book right here. Let's see. You just did the same thing. Yeah. Currently being ganged up on King of the Hill Dice Throne games, so I'll do what I can to help. Hey, anything that you do helps. I appreciate it. I've played a couple times here. We are doing Hans and Camp Happy Trail. Let's change this up here. Oh, let's see. Devin's in the chat. Actually, before we even get started, everybody tell Devin congratulations. He is a 2-time dad. He just had his son 2 days ago. So everybody give it up for Devin. That's why I'm here alone. Pretty sure he wouldn't be married if we were doing a live stream tonight. So everybody congratulate Devin in the chat. So let's get into Final Girl here. I actually don't know if Devin has ever seen this game or played this game, but for anybody else that hasn't seen it, either tuning in, you've never seen it, or if you're watching this after the fact, I'll go through it as quickly as I can or as best as I can, and then just kind of explain everything that we have. Also, side note, if it sounds like I'm talking funny, I bit my tongue earlier this week super bad, and I've bitten it like 3 times since, so part of my mouth is numb. I've been putting numbing stuff on there, but anyway, that's beside the point. Everyone is happy and healthy. Awesome. Congrats. So we'll get into this. So in this game, we'll be playing as the Final Girl. We are this purple meeple here. And basically, we are just trying to kill Hans the Butcher, which is the baddie. There's going to be a bunch of different people on the board, victims, and we're going to do what we can to try to save them. We don't have to save them, but if we do save them, it does give us some kind of benefits, which are here. I've actually not played Raiko before, which is who is going to be our Final Girl, so I don't know what's on the flip side of this card, but if we do save 5 victims, we'll flip that card over and have some type of special ability. So how gameplay works is we have the action phase. We're going to have some action cards here from this tableau. We have some free ones. We have some that cost different time. And time is really the resource in this game. That board is tiny. Yes, it is a small board. if you don't know much about it, there's actually like a mix and match kind of thing. So I do have another one over there, and you can mix the bad guys with the locations, or mix the locations with different bad guys and all that kind of stuff. So, um, it's a very asymmetric, very variable game that you can play. 4 kids, good on you. I have one, and that is plenty for now. Hold on, just doing a couple things here. There we go. All right. So, we'll be doing our action phase, which are these cards here, and the main gameplay is going to be determined with dice. So you have this 1 and 2 that are blank. You have 3 and 4s, which lets you discard cards to make it a success, and then you have the 5 and 6s that are stars, which are successes, which will actually give you whatever you're going for. So that is the action phase. And then we're going to do the planning phase. So once I play my cards, let's say like focus, if I get 2 stars, I get to do an action here, and then I get the increased time. Once I'm done playing my cards, they will stay over here in the played section. And then I have my time here, which again is my resource. And I always start with 6. I can spend time to buy new cards to go into my hand. So, I could pay 1 to get this close call, or I could pay all 6 to get this critical blow. And then whenever my time is down here at 0, that is the end of the planning phase. And then all the cards that I played, they will go back into the tableau. So you can never reuse the cards that you just played. Excuse me. And then it'll go back up to 6. And then it is the killer phase. So again, we are playing Hans the Butcher. I don't know if my child has ADHD. She's 3.5, but she is wild. I love it, but she is wild. So we have Hans the Butcher here, and his killer action is actually pretty simple. He is kind of the starter bad guy. He's kind of the easier one to deal with. So what he's going to do on his killer action is he's either going to target a victim or the final girl, whichever one is closer, and then he's going to do 1 attack. Here is kind of their movement and their attack values, and those increase as victims die. So that's part of the killer phase. Then we're going to flip a terror card here, which is going to tell me a little bit more of what to do. After that, we have the panic phase. If any victims died at any point, they will scatter. They don't want to stay near where the killer was. I'm sorry, if their killer is in their space, they will scatter. And then finally, we have the upkeep phase, which is if there's any cards out here that we have to do, or if there's no tarot cards left, we reveal a finale card, or if there's any events or anything like that, that's when we'll do that. My oldest 2 are on this autism spectrum. If I had known what I know now, I'd have 2 kids. Yeah, I mean, it's all part of being a parent, right? And we do what we can with what we have, and power to you, Patrick. That's a hard thing to deal with, I'm sure, but seems like you're doing well, and that's what you got to do, right? It's the hand that was dealt, and you do the best that you can. So that's the upkeep phase. There's a bunch of little iconography on here that we'll go through. I do have my setup, which just tells me where everything was at. And then you have the items that you can get, which you can get here from the utility shed, the dock, or the cabins. And then there's the events. So the first event that I drew is place the Dark Waters token on the lake. So this will go here on the lake. Any victim that goes in there is immediately killed. So can't do that. It makes them good at games, and that's all that matters. So that's kind of a very probably not good explanation of Final Girl. But we're just going to go ahead and get into it and see if we can take Hans down. So, if you've played this game before, just put it in the chat there. Who do you think is the easiest? Who do you think is the hardest? I got Inkinyamba as my first box, and that really kind of turned me off of the game. I've played Hans a couple times since that box, and I'm starting to grow into it a little bit more. So, all right, we are starting here at 6 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health. And then Hans is starting at 12 health. And their horror roll is going to be at 4, so that means I get 2 dice to roll. And then I will start with all of my focus cards, or I'm sorry, all of my level 0 cards, which is 2 focuses, 2 walks, a weak attack, and then a short rest. It's my first time seeing this game. Awesome. Well, I hope I do it justice. So we're here. I don't think... We're obviously not going to go after him immediately. It would be good to pick up some materials, some items. We're close here to the dock. We're close here to the sheds. If we go to the dock, it's possible that we could get some victims and help them escape and help Reiko over here with her victim saving. But if we go up here to the utility shed, we get that trash can lid, which ignores an attack, which is really nice. But then again, you know, this one here gives me 3 times, so that's at the dock, or I can move a space. This is the one that I really want. Lucky dice. I discard to reroll any or all of my dice. That would be super sweet. I think we might walk here to the dock. And at any time, you can also discard a card to gain more time, which is probably what I'm going to do here at the end of this turn, just so that I can buy some bigger things. Right now that I'm not in any danger, it's nice to kind of just have some stuff in your back pocket. So I think we're going to go up here to the dock. Let's see. Well, let's see what we can do here. So we're going to walk. And so we've got our 2 dice here. We're going to roll them. And it looks like we got nothing and then a discard 2 cards in order to get a success. So I think we will do that. It's just going to it's going to allow us to move 1 space. Let's do, you always start with focus. That would have probably been smart, Ken. You're absolutely right. Probably should have started with focus, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and do discard these 2. It's a weak attack and a short rest to give me at least 1 success. And we'll move here. And then, as Ken said, definitely should have done the focus first. You're absolutely right, Ken. Wasn't thinking. I kind of want to do play a focus, but I don't want to discard both of these for my next turn. Although, it might be okay. Yeah, let's play the focus. Let's get some good dice rolls, at least, hopefully. Alright, so that's at least 1 success. So we'll go down on the horror roll once. If I get into this green section, I get to add an extra die onto the ones that I have. So that's what's nice about being there. So that worked out. We're not going to discard the other 2. I do lose a time. And I think that's probably where we're going to stay now. I'm debating of maybe selling both of these cards for time. I think I'm going to be okay. I'll keep these, and these will stay there. So that is the action phase. So I just finished my turn, and now we're going to go into the planning phase. So I have 5 time to spend. We definitely need to get this search, so that's 2. And then I really do like this improvise card here. It lets you either for the rest of the action make all your 3s and 4s successes, or just for the next horror roll, 3s and 4s are successes. Now if you fail, this goes back up and you lose time. But I really do like that card. So I think we're going to take it, because especially if we're trying to walk and possibly search this turn, it would be nice to have some more options to do that. So that is the planning phase. Reset time back up to 6. Distraction is good. Yes, I'm glad that we agree on that, Ken. Return action cards to the tableau. So all these will just go back right here to 0. And then it is the killer's phase. So the killer is just going to focus on either a victim or the final girl. It does not have a boot symbol, so it's not going to move. And then it's going to attack. So really this first turn, he's not doing anything. He's just kind of standing there. And what's funny, reading about this, I'm not a huge horror movie person. Of course, I've seen all the classics, the Halloween, the Jasons, all that kind of stuff. And I believe this one, Hans and Camp Happy Trails, they were really going after those Friday the 13th movies, where he was just kind of a slow mover, and he was very just kind of lumbering, and he had his machete, and just kind of walked very slowly. But when he started doing stuff, he started hitting very hard. So that's kind of what they were doing here with Hans. All right, draw a terror card. So he wants fresh blood. If there are no victims on the board, there's tons of victims, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, he focuses on a victim. He has 2 boot movements, so he's going to move twice to the closest victim, and then he's going to attack once. So he's going to move twice, and he's actually going to go 1, 2 to here. And then he's going to attack once, and that victim is going to die. So when that victim dies, this moves up. The Bloodlust track moves up. On this Bloodlust track, it will make your horror rolls go up. It will also reveal some of these dark powers. And eventually at the top, he can recover some health if he has it. You don't like Jason? What does that say? I don't like Jason. What's your favorite horror movie? So there's that. Now, the panic phase, there was a victim killed, but there's nobody left in his space, so nobody is going to panic. And then we have the upkeep phase, which as for now, there's nothing. So that is 1 turn of how Final Girl will go. All right, back to mine. So we're going to start off with focus, because actually, we're going to start off with improvise. Starting off with an improvise and hoping to get some 3 and 4s to count as successes. Ooh, that's probably the worst thing that could have been rolled there. Okay. It is what it is. Let's go to let's do a walk. Come on, something good. All right, double success. We like to see that. So after a failure, we get a double success. So I was supposed to lose a horror on that improvise and go down a time. And then here, for walking, we can move up to 2 spaces. What's really interesting here is I could come to this victim and bring him back and make him escape, saving a victim, which would then let me either gain 2 time, gain a health, which I can't gain a health right now because I'm at full. I can take the planning action card, or I can move a space. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to go here. That's 1. And anytime you're in a space with a victim, up to 2 of them will follow you back. So we're going to have this one, and we're going to bring them back here to the exit. And this victim is going to escape without a problem. They are fine. They're good. They got out of Camp Happy Trails. And then we're going to put it on this move 1 space, and we're going to move here to the dock, because hopefully we can search. So that was after a very terrible first roll, that was a really good second roll. All right, so pretty funny about child's play. So when we were younger, we used to go out of the country all the time. Me and my brother, I grew up in South America, and my mom is from there. And every summer, my parents would send me and my brother down there to hang out with like our family, my uncles, aunts, cousins, all that kind of stuff. Well, my brother and my cousin were huge horror movie fans. And we were probably like 7 or 8 years old. We should not have been watching any of those movies. But they always wanted to watch It, Child's Play, The Bride of Chucky, all of those movies. And I was always terrified. I was the youngest one. I was always terrified. And I remember telling them, like, no, our parents won't allow us to watch it. We have to call mom. We have to do this. We have to do that. So I remember calling from South America to my parents here in Texas and asking if we could watch The Bride of Chucky. And obviously they said no. And obviously we still watched it because my brother didn't care and he was going to watch what he wanted to watch when we're in a different continent. So that was pretty funny. John Carpenter's The Thing. I know there's a Final Girl about The Thing as well. But yeah, so I just have a bunch of memories about horror movies when I was young and not wanting to watch them, and my brother forcing me to watch them. So anyway, we just moved one space here into the dock, and we're going to try to search. We're going to try to go for this energy drink, hopefully. Let's get a good dice roll. Come on. Again. Okay. So, we can do a couple things here. It's probably not the smartest thing. But I could lose 2 on the horror and lose 2 time to pick up this first item. Or I just lose 1 and 2 time, and that's pretty much the end of my turn. So I don't want to get in the red because then we lose a die, obviously. And that's not... Oh yeah, we don't want to do that because if you kill somebody this round, it's going to be going up. So we definitely don't want to do that one. So we're just going to lose 1 of these and then lose 2 time. And then I'm going to keep this focus for now and just hold on to it for the next round. Or I could discard it. I'm going to discard it for a time and get 4. So that allows me to buy this other search for 2. And that allows me to... Obviously, I get all my 0 cards back. I'll buy a sprint for 2. And then that's it there. So that's the end of my planning phase. This goes back up to 6. All these cards go back to the tableau. Search, walk, focus, improvise. And we are good there. Okay. Honestly, I can't beat The Thing. I'm not a big horror movie guy, but I think that movie is so good. I think that's the first horror movie I've ever heard you mention, Evan. I know you're not a big horror guy at all. Return action cards, we did that. All right, so now it's the killer phase. So again, they're going to target a victim or the final girl, whichever one is closer, and attack. They're not moving. We do a terror card. Let's go see if the rumors are true. Place 2 new victims in the space where the killer started the game. So this is thematically, you have the idiot teenagers who are like, hey, I've heard a bunch of people have been getting killed down at the lake. Let's go check it out. Let's see if that's real. So here show up these 2 idiots. We move up on the horror and then an event. 1 less victim will follow you. So, like I mentioned earlier, that 2 victims follow you anytime you get in that space. Well, now it's only going to be 1 victim that follows us. All right. So the killer did not kill anybody. So there's nobody that's panicking. Upkeep phase, we have nothing to upkeep. And it's time for us to go back to our action phase. So first thing we need to do is focus. Definitely need to focus and get this back down. Don't want to go into the red. Uh, I'm okay with losing a time and going up here. Okay. Now let's try a search. Look at that. Look at that. I'm getting a little lucky here. So I get to take the top two items from this space, place the other one on top face up or underneath face down. So we have the trash can lid, which lets me block an attack 3 times. And then we have the aluminum bat. It can be from range 0. So it has to be range 0. You have to be in the same spot. It does 1 damage. It takes up 2 of your hands, so you have a 2-hand limit here. Whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the bat, you may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining. I really like that one. I have not seen this card. And then the trash can lid, which is ignoring an attack. I think we're going to keep the trash can lid here, and we're going to put the bat here. I like that it gets rid of a minor dark power. That seems super powerful. This goes down. Okay. Well, not really sure what I want to do now. I would like to buy a good card here for when he eventually comes to me. So I'm debating on discarding these 2 for time. It's a walk and a short rest. So put that there for 2 time. And then I'm at 6 time. And I would love to get this critical blow because it does tons of damage. Distraction is a good option, Ken. I like that. It does get that horror down. But I'd really like to get this Furious Strike, because I do think he's going to be coming for me fairly soon. Although there are 6 victims in this space right here. This is the fire pit. This is where everybody hangs out. I know I have them stacked up there, but that's where the party is. And honestly, in the rule book, it says if both victims are the same distance apart, you can kind of decide how you want to do it. And there's a couple different ways. So thematically, personally, I feel like if we were the same distance apart, which we're not, he would go to the fire pit. But anyway. Ken, I think you're right. Once you get those 3 dice, it's a little bit easier. So let's see. If I get this distraction, that's 3. Then what do I do? Get a guard and a close call. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm okay with that. Ken, you've convinced me. So that's 3, 5, 6. And then, of course, I get these cards back. So I do have a hand limit of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 7. All right, this goes back up to 6. These go back out to the tableau. And focus. It is the killer's turn. Not doing anything. Draw a terror card. Maybe things are starting to go our way. I'm liking this. Draw the top card of any item deck. Oh, man. This just means I get to go into any of... I just get to take anything. Wow. That's super awesome. I like that card. I don't think I've seen that one either. Apart from what made the thing great was the psychological aspect mixed with phenomenal practical special effects. I think the fact that that movie came out so long ago and the special effects were that good, you're absolutely right. That movie is great. All right, so do we think I get the lucky dice here, or do I get the energy drink? The energy drink lets me move 1 space or gain 3 time, and then the lucky dice lets me reroll any of my dice, any and all of my dice. The trash can lid is nice, but both of my hands are full right now. So if I ever want to equip the trash can lid, I have to switch it at some point with the bat, which not necessarily what I want to do. Man, I'm liking that lucky dice, but I do think the energy drink is more beneficial to me. Lets me get away from him a little bit or gain more time, so that I can buy better things. I think that's what I'm going for. Energy drink. And that kind of fits in with the theme also, right? You got all these teenagers leaving energy drinks everywhere. I can just kind of pick it up and go from there. I think that's what we're doing. We're getting the energy drink. It's going in my backpack. All right, upkeep phase. Nothing to upkeep so far. I think things are going okay, which makes me a little bit worried. But that's for us to find out here in a second. Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we going to try to help some victims escape? If I can do 3 movement, 1, 2, 3, which I do have a sprint and a walk. Okay, before we do any of that, we are doing a distraction. Yes, these are only solo games. And so the company Van Ryder, they've actually done other games similar to this. One of them is called Hostage Negotiator, and it's the same mechanics in the game, but it's a different theme, right? It's more about hostage, right? So you're trying to negotiate them and come back, but it's the same kind of gameplay. But yeah, this is a solo only game, and how they do it, I'll show you at the end of the stream, but the boxes, how they work, they're really cool in the mix and match. So, all right, let's do this distraction. With Ken, I'm a little bit worried about the horror roll here, so we're going to try to get some down. Let's get those 2 stars again. Okay, we are going to have to make it a success. And let's get rid of... I don't think I'm going to attack him this round. So let's get rid of the close call and the weak attack. And that's going to be 1 star. So we'll gain a time. And then we will go down 1 here. Okay. And then we will do a focus. All right. That is 1 star. I could make it 2 and just stay there. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. I think that's probably the best thing. So I'll get rid of my sprint and my walk. This will go down. And these 2 will go up. So I'm at 9 spending, which is actually pretty good. I'm actually very happy with that. So with that, I still have a guard just in case he attacks me during his round. I think I'm going to get the critical blow. I don't think there's a time later on where I will have 9 time to spend to get something. This one is worth 6 time. So I think this one is good just to kind of have in the back pocket. So we'll keep that there. Planning for the future, Devin should be proud of me. Not just going all willy-nilly here with whatever feels good at the moment. I'm thinking. So we have that. Then maybe we just get another distraction for 3. Here I have a focus, a short rest, and a walk. I could yeah. I think that's probably what we do. Then we spend 3 on this distraction. Yeah. I think that's where we're at. So right now we've got a critical blow, guard, focus, short rest, walk, and distraction. I think we're looking okay. Planning phase is done. These all go back. Sprint, walk, focus, weak attack, close call, distraction. Killer phase. Does nothing here. Terror card. He kept swinging his hammer and killing and killing. If there's no victims on the board, there are victims on the board. He's going to go after a victim. So that's all of these ones here. He will do a movement, which he just moved in there, and he will kill one. So kills one, the bloodlust goes up, and the horror track goes up as well. So good thing that we kind of brought it down. And then he's going to do the same action again. He's going to kill another victim. Doesn't have to move, but he does the attack. And the horror goes up one more time. So here, he still does 2 damage per attack. And here he gets 1 movement with his boot. So it's about time for us to probably start going after him. This bloodlust is going up. His dark powers are about to be coming out. So we'll see what we can do here. Let's go with a distraction first. We'll go here. Hope for some good dice rolls. Yes. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. 1, 2. That makes you feel good. That makes you feel real good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. This game gives you the highest highs and the lowest lows. It can make you feel bad, but real good at the same time. The win rate of Final Roll is a bit low. It's one of my favorite games. It's starting to grow on me a little bit more. Maybe because I'm doing so well right now. I don't know. But okay, moving on. Let's go to focus. Maybe we can get 3 dice. Actually, yeah, maybe we can get 3 dice. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's 1 success, which is really all we need. This goes down, and look at that. We're on that 3 dice play now. Okay, so do we try to go after him? We can walk in there, and we can start doing some damage. Oh, see, the madness is the dark final roll seems might be reference to Silent Hill. Not sure what you mean there. But could be. I don't know. Alright, so do we go after him? We're at 3 dice. I feel like we have to. Let's try to walk in there. Let's go. Let's make our move here. Okay, so that's 1 success. So that is moving 1 space. And 1 time down. See, Ken, I agree with you for going for that first. But walking, that was literally the only movement that I had for this one. I mean, I do have my energy drink, which allows me to move back out. So I was thinking if I did 2, if I did get 2, I could have gone in there, possibly stayed. But I wasn't making it to the exit this round anyway. So I guess we're going to stay right here. We're not going to do anything else. We're going to see what happens. Keep these 3 cards in hand and just wait. So these stay there. Buying phase. I'm at 6. Well, I know this is about to go up because he's going to kill somebody. So I definitely think we need the... We have a focus here. I don't think we need the distraction. Let's buy the improvise for 3. And then let's get the sprint for 2 and the close call for 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have not gotten to the panic. Oh, they did not panic last time. You're absolutely right, Ken. Let's make them panic now. Thank you for catching that. So all of them will panic because 2 people did murder in there. Good catch. Let's go here. So that's a 3. So we look here on the spaces, 2 to 5. This one goes here. Let's go for this one. 6. 6 goes here. 1 does not go anywhere. And then we have 1 more. It's a 5. It goes here. Nope, it goes here. All right, so there is 1 person in there, so they will get killed this round. Good catch. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that. All right, so we're in the end of the buying phase. That goes here. These 2, and then distraction up here. All right. Killer phase. It kills. That goes there. Now it does a terror card. Dark Feast. Oh, this should have gone up. So that goes up. And then we get the horror card, Dark Feast, the terror card, that goes up. For every victim that is dead, Hans recovers a heart. So now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure. I know I do not heal above my maximum, which is 6. I don't believe Hans heals above his maximum either. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. If we do, he gains 4 more health at this point. So, not 100% sure. I will put him here just in case. No overheal. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just for me or if that was for both of us. So, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that, Ken. So that's a good one to come out at that time. But we're down to 2 dice again. And he's going to stay. Final Girl, Ratchet Lady, and the Asylum. Oh, yes. That one does reference Silent Hill. And then I want to say they have all of them. They just completed their season 3, which had Stranger Things. The person with the Hellraiser, I think, was on that one. Maybe that one was season 2. I'm not 100% sure. The one that looked really cool was the Krampus, the Christmas box with Krampus and Santa. So, yeah, they went all out with all of them. This has been their big hit game. So, all right, back to me. Well, I think at this point, we try to get these people out. So we're going to walk. Probably should have got the distraction because that would have been 2 horrors. I didn't expect to get 2 things out, but that's okay. I do have a focus. It would get it down 1. I think I'd rather use it as a discard right now. So let's go here. All right, so that's 1 success. So we do get to move 1 person out. Ooh. So Raiko here has another move 1 space. She has up to time, a heal, and then take the planning action card. And the planning action card is rolling 3 dice for the next horror roll. Yes, Ken, I do move with max 2, but I have my event that is 1 less victim will follow you. Stupid, stubborn kids. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this here on the move 1 space. We're going to go here. And then we're going to try to... Oh, I should have done this card first. I forgot that I had it. Improvise. This lets me make my 3s and 4s count as successes. I should probably discard 2 cards. We'll discard a close call and the short rest. And so my 3s and 4s are successes for this next one. Do we do a focus or a sprint? Talking about all kids. I'm a middle school teacher. Every single kid is stubborn this day and age. The other day I played Horrified American Monsters. I really like Horrified. I've not played American Monsters, but I've played the original one, the Universal Studios Monsters. I really, really like that one. And the Greek ones look really cool too, the one that just came out. So, alright, so what do I want my 3s and 4s to count as? I think the focus is probably the best thing for the 3s and 4s to count as. So let's roll that one. Oh, nice. Oh, no. That not so good, but that's okay. Alright. Now. I could do a couple things here. All the kids in middle school, I can never teach that age. Even funnier, I actually teach at a alternative school. So it's generally the behavior kids that go there. I actually really, really enjoy it. Kids are kids no matter what. They're gonna be dumb. They're gonna learn. They're gonna do their thing. But yeah, some of the stuff they do is just like, what? Are you serious? But okay. Do I play my sprint card and move 2 spaces to here, there, and back? Or do I just spend my energy drink, get this victim out, and then I get 2 time added? That's kind of where I'm at. I think I kind of want to use the energy drink. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. Getting 6 would let me buy... I have to go after him. Like, that's just what I have to do, I think, at this point. If I do the sprint, I could get rid of him and then maybe search the dock. No, there's nothing really there. Oh, actually, I don't know what's there. I took the energy drink. Which I just realized, I think I played that wrong. When I searched the dock, I took from the utility shed here. And not the dock. So this is the one that I took from. Oops, messed up at the very beginning there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to spend the energy drink, so that will go away. I will move this one here. This victim is saved. Ooh, other thing I could do is take the planning action card. That's what we're going to do. Instead of getting the 2 time, we're going to take the planning action card, which lets me, if I succeed, I get 3 dice for the next horror roll. I like that one. And I'm assuming that just goes straight into your hand. So, that was my 1 action there. Yep. And now, do I sprint towards him? Let's just stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And I've got 4 things to spend. So I think we're good. I think we're going to end the turn there. Yeah. Okay. Buying phase. Yeah. Oh. Well, so I think with the planning one, you don't have to have 3 dice just because um, this one just lets you. Oh, 3 successes. No, wait, hold on. I'm unsure what this card means now. Let's see if we can see if it's in here real quick. I need a plan, I think. Wait, just send yes, finally. Let's see. Because to me, what I read that card as is I get to roll 3 dice for the next horror roll, even if I don't have 3 dice. Oh, I see what it means. Never mind. It means I get 3 successes for the next horror roll. Here is 2 successes for the next horror roll, but I have to lose a time, and then here's 1, and I have to lose that. Oh man, my wife just said I can. Oh, what does that say? I can order DTA after this long Dice Stone game. Tonight's a win. I've got Dice Stone Adventures right behind me. I don't know if you can see it. We had a blast playing through that one. Okay, so we'll play this. I don't know when you would actually need 3 successes. I don't know if there's actually like a card that lets you have 3 successes. I don't know. Maybe that's for something else. I'm not sure. But we're good for now. All right, so let's purchase something for 4. Do I get the Furious Strike? Do I just go all in and try to attack him? I'm getting a focus. This should not go up unless something in the terror card comes out for it, or his dark power does. I think we're just gonna get a Furious Strike. Inkanyamba has a card with 3 stars. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so I'm just buying that one for 4. These come into my hand. These go back. And the walk goes here. Patrick, who are you currently playing in your King of the Hill battle game? Alright. Killer phase. Kills anybody. No one's there. Terror. He wants fresh blood. If there's no victims on the board, discard. There is. He's going to move here. He's going to attack. This goes up. So now every attack he does deals 2 damage. Panic phase. There's nobody in his space, so nobody panics. Upkeep phase, nothing. How many more tarot cards do we have? We've got 4. Okay. My turn. Seraph. We haven't played Seraph very often. Seems super powerful. There's just something about her that I'm not 100% sold on with her. Okay, let's do this first thing here. Let's focus. Let's focus. That's 1. That's all I need. This goes up to 6, 5. There we go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's walk to him. We're coming for you, Hans. Okay. Discard 2 cards for 2 successes. I think we have to. But what? We get rid of the sprint and the weak attack? Huntress vs. Black Widow, Seraph, Widow, and me ended 1 HP after a flight tool. That's terrible. It's so long for a draw. Yeah, I think we get rid of the weak attack and the sprint. make that 2 successes, which would allow me to move 2 spaces and lose 1 time. And we're there. We're in the same spot with Hans. He's just standing there. We're going to play planning. Let's see what happens with planning. Okay. 1 is okay. We're good with 1. So this loses 1. Alright, so for the next horror roll, I have 2. So we're obviously going for that critical blow here, and it gives me 2 successes. So that's 3 damage, plus my aluminum bat is 4, plus this goes up 1. So we're doing 4 damage to Hans. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, this should have flipped over for the dark power. It doesn't affect anything yet. This says whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he attacks you an additional time. So he's always going to be doing 2 attacks. Okay. We're on the offensive strike. Hans is down 4. Alright, what are we doing next? We have a furious strike. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. Well, I played that wrong. I should have had an extra card in my hand because I'm a dummy. High highs, low lows. So I do lose a health. This goes back up to 1. And I do have to end my turn immediately, which is fine. Whenever you inflict damage, we did not inflict damage, so we're good. Man, dang, that was so close to being such a good entire round. That's okay. Moving on. We got rid of the critical blow though, so, and actually our weak attack is here. We need something to do damage. We only have a guard. So we might have to be moving this round. Because he's going to attack. He's doing 3 damage every time he attacks. We don't want that. Okay. Planning phase. 6 months. Should be shipping out to people. Should be fun. Should be I'm real excited for the X-Men characters. I think they're going to be awesome. Okay, what are we doing? Buying. I don't know what to buy. I would love to be able to get 2 more victims. Don't really know if that's possible. I mean, it's possible, but it's not really worth it right now. So I'm probably going to want to move away from him. Although he can do 2 movement as well. Maybe I go into the dock. Maybe... what's here? Walk, focus, short rest. So I can gain some health back. I wish I didn't need my guard right now. Alright, yeah, I think you're right. We'll go sprint and close call. That's 3. Gets me to 6. Iceman looks so cool. That slide mechanic looks... yes, it looks not sick. It looks slick. Gotta use those puns. Come on. Yeah. That was so dumb. Okay. Sprint. This, and this. Okay. I can't believe I said that. That was so stupid. Alright, killer turn. They're going to attack me. They're going to attack twice. So on this first one, we're going to put out this guard. We want 2 successes. We got no successes. I literally found you guys because I was trying to decide to invest in Dice Throne, Marvel Dice Throne Excited. Hey, thanks, Sam. We really appreciate you finding us for that stuff. Um, love it. Love trying to introduce new people to it. Now, I will say we're obviously not the best at it. There's mistakes constantly in our videos, but we really do appreciate everybody watching it and sticking it out. We're just two casuals. Honestly, Dice Throne is not our favorite game. We really, really do like it. But, you know, we're just complete casuals on it, and we skip a bunch of stuff. But thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Oh, all right, Patrick. Then we're on the same wavelength there. Okay, so he's attacking me twice. Do I get rid of my sprint and my close call to block 2? I think I have to. Or do I just play my close call? I'm going to play my close call. Do I play my close call? Reroll all my dice. I think I have to do this. So we'll do 2. I'll reroll all of them. Alright, so that's 1 success. So we'll block 2 damage. He's doing 3. So we take 1. And then he attacks again. The mistakes make it feel real. That's why I enjoy it. Hey, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We really do. Plus, it gets you guys to call us out, which helps us out in the long run. But no, it really does help us, you know, learn and kind of go from there. So, all right, they're attacking again. I don't have anything. So, I take 3 damage, which sucks. I have 1 health left. With this health, it lets you... I don't want to pick that one up over there because I don't know what's on the other side of it. But with that health, there's a little die symbol. And that die symbol lets you add 1 die to all your horror rolls. So I will have 4 die until I heal myself again. So that's kind of nice. It's that pump of adrenaline is what they say thematically. Trust me, it's real. You can see us both tilt at times. All right. Yeah, that last playthrough that we had, Devin, that was not a fun time. Samurai got utterly destroyed. It may have looked like fun, but it was not fun. Now, Ninja was OP. Ninja was OP in it, but that's okay. All right. I'm down to that. Nobody was killed. Draw a tarot card. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Ugh, he just keeps coming. This goes up. He moves once. He doesn't move. He attacks for 3. I have no cards. Sprint, walk, focused, short rest. Can't play any of those right now. Let's see what I have. Is it something good? Oh my goodness. I have 1 health. I get 1 health back. I get 1 health back. Okay. I get 1 health. Well, that was lucky. I lose the 1 extra die, so I'm back down to 3. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that ends the killer's phase immediately. Like, nothing else happens. I guess that was the end of his phase anyway. But I believe that ends it. Upkeep, nothing, no panic. Alright, well, here's the thing. I have to run away. I 100% have to run away and heal up. So I'm at 4. move 3 spaces. I could maybe go 1, 2, 3, pick somebody up, get out of there. It was nice to see that you guys stream. Never heard of this game. I try to collect as many different board games, especially solo ones. Sam, another one I'll show you after the stream. I have one. Next time I have to go solo, it's the one that I plan on doing. But we do stream. We try to stream. Our goal for this year was to stream every Friday. Now, last week, my wife had to work, so I had to stay. I'd be with my daughter. This week, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but Devin literally just had a kid 2 days ago. So we're solo streaming it. So our goal for the year was to stream every Friday night. So far we're 4 for 4. All right. Let's play Sprint. The one issue with Sprint that I have, it could end my turn. And I could lose a health. That's the one downfall about Sprint. So maybe instead of Sprint... Ooh, I'm not even in here yet. Let's focus first. Unless I want to keep those cards. You ordered Sleeping Gods. Awesome, Patrick. That's really cool. I have here... It's actually holding up my computer. Yeah. I have the big box Sleeping Gods. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to focus. In real life and in the game. Yes. Oh my goodness. Like you can it's real. It's real. That goes there, this 2 goes up. That was sweet. That was legit. Okay. Okay. Do we? Okay, so I've got a sprint, a walk, and a short rest. I want to succeed on all of them, obviously. I guess I have to get out of there. Yeah, I have to get out of there. So we're going to do the sprint. Let's get something good. Okay, so 2 successes. I discard both of these cards, which is fine. This goes down 1, and then I move away 3. 1, 2, 3 will go there. So I'm at least out of harm's way right now. On my next turn, I can maybe get him out and regain a health. So there's that. 5. I need to do damage. I have my weak attack in here. He's not going to do anything to me this time, so I don't need a guard. Victim, protect me while I heal. Yes. Well, this was one of the stubborn kids, I think. Let me see. No, this was one of the 2 new victims, the dumb kids that were like, oh, we heard something's crazy going on at Camp Happy Trails. Let's go check it out. This is those idiots. So I'm at 5. Sprint. Oh, long rest. Let's get a long rest. Yeah. Okay. These go back. Killer phase. Doesn't move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're good there. Terror card. Horrifying. Hammer rush. There's no victims. There are victims. He's going for a victim, so he's going to go here. Do 2 movement. 1, 2. And then he's going to attack. And then for each victim killed during this attack, go up 1 horror roll. 1 horror. So we were getting 3 dice, now we're getting 2 dice, going back and forth. Pain in my butt. Okay. Well, we're going to try to focus. I would really like to get this long rest, is the main thing that I want. So I'd like to get 3 dice. And I figured that would happen, so we're going to discard 2 of these. This goes down. This should be at 5. We get 3 dice for my long rest. And I'll get some health back. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So no successes. I do heal twice. Oh, come on. Which is something. He's going to attack me this round. 2 time goes down. And I end my turn. Okay. So with 3, I have to buy a guard. Because I have to guard myself. This goes down. This goes away. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the first time I've heard a final roll. Not knowing this game... Well, are you in a good or bad spot? I don't think I'm in a good or bad spot. I think healing right there was good. That really helped me out. I just really need to go on the offense right now. Ken says I'm in a bad spot. It's looking more like I'm probably going to lose. If there's a way for me to get some time and really get some good cards, if I go on the offense, the thing is I do a ton of damage compared to him. I don't know. We'll see. Once he gets to this part, I'm in a real bad spot. So, Sam, this game is not new. I think if it came out, that is fairly new. I thought it was a little bit older than that. I thought it was at least 22. Okay, there we go, 21. Yeah, the core box was 21. And then they had Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, which just funded on Kickstarter. Okay, so I have a guard, and then I have 3 more. Actually, hold on. I was at 6. Focused brought me down to 5. Yeah, so guard brings me down to 1, and I'll just get a close call. Plus these. This goes back up. Long rest. Weak attack, focus. Okay. Killer phase. Not doing anything there. He just keeps coming. Comes to me. He attacks either one of us, and we're going to definitely say he attacks the final girl. That just makes more thematic sense. And he attacks, and he's going to attack twice because of his dark power. So actually, to go back to your question, Devin, I'm in a bad spot. I'm going to be dead this turn, I believe. So let's roll the dice, see if I can prevent any damage. I have to do this, or else I'm dead. Oh, I have 2 guards. Victim first, then final girl? Is that what it is? I thought it was he goes for either or. Let's see. Killer action attacking. If there's a tie between who's closest, choose the group that has the most victims. There's still a tie. Always target the closest option. Yep. Not 100% sure what it would be. Always raid bloodlust when a victim dies. Yes. Resolve the killer action. I'm not sure about that, Ken. We can play it that way. I'm fine with it. I would actually like to take that victim out, but that's okay. We can play with that. If that's not right, we can fix it later. So we'll attack the victim first, which raises the bloodlust up. And then he attacks me, which is... Oh, no, because he just attacks one person. So that's it. So we'll keep the guard, I guess. I think it's in the attacking page. I'll check. So here, it just says target the closest victim or final girl. And then I have the first portion of the killer action indicates which target the killer will be going after, a victim, the final girl, or whichever one is closest. Unless otherwise specified, always target the closest option. If there's a tie between who's closest, choose the group that has the most victims. Final girl is not a victim. If there's still a tie, refer to the game rules on game ambiguity, which says the rule of infinite evil, resolve it in such a way that results in the worst outcome for me, which would have been me. The rule of abject realism, resolve it in a way that results in the most realistic or thematic outcome, which again, I think he would go for the final girl. Well, I guess it's called final girl, so he wouldn't go for the final person. The rule of never-ending hilarity, resolve it in the funniest way. Let's say it's for the victim. That's fine. We'll just keep on playing. So we're there. So he attacked that, and that is the end of his turn. Panic phase. There's no victims in there, and I don't panic. But now it's back to me. So we will short rest. To have a focus. We will focus. And we fail the focus. We lose 2 time. We will short rest. I'm sorry. We're going to close call that. We're going to reroll at least 1 die. I need some time. Okay, so that's a success. So we lose 1 time. This goes down. 3 dice. Now we will short rest. Two stars there, so we'll gain 2 health. What we're going to say for that last one, for the rules of ambiguity, we're going to say that what makes the most thematic sense, and since she is the final girl, that would be the final person there, so it would go for the victims first in that spot. That's just kind of what we'll go with that. And then let's try to walk out of here. Doesn't matter if we walk. He's going to come with me. I'm going to spend the walk for a time. And then we're going to get our cards back. So 1, 2 guards. We have all of these back. Do we get a critical blow? It's 4 damage. We have to get the critical blow. So that goes down and then back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm back at full health. And we're just going to trade in blows now. Okay. Killer turn. He attacks me twice. So first one we'll do is a guard. Three successes. Ignore all damage. Alright, and then he's going to attack me again. We're going to do the other guard. I I think we can block 2. I think. No. We're just going to let all that hit because I want to be able to discard cards if I need to. So we're going to let all of that hit. Okay. Terror card. Oh, man. So we haven't seen these ones. And of course, it's the last card. This is the Minor Dark Power. So Hans does an additional attack for each attack. So every time he attacks me, he's going to be doing it 3 times now. And he gains 2 health back. Because why not? In the horror movies, they always go for the final person last because the fear is what horror monsters feed on. So good. So we're thematic. Awesome. And then here he just got his Unholy Rage because he's pissed that he's just mad at me. We're going to go for Critical Blow. We are going for a Critical Blow. It will remove it, Ken. You're absolutely right. Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. So that's dealing 4 damage because of my bat, plus all this goes away. So this says, whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the Illumined Bat, you may immediately discard a Minor Dark Power, including any health markers remaining on it. So with that being said, do I take 2? There was 2 on there. Do I take 4 from Hans or 2 from Hans? Let me know. Because do I take 4 total or just 4 from him? All right. Wow. Now we're going to go for the weak attack here. And again, hope for something good. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Okay, so we remove the dealt damage. So he's down to 3. And we just did 1 plus 1, so he's down 2 more. And that's where he's at. So we're trading blows here. Okay. Wow. I'm getting spent. I'm at 6 health, or 6 times still. This Critical Blow should have made this go up 1. I need to get the Furious Strike for 4. And I'm going to spend both of these to get this Retaliate for 4. Focus, Short Rest, Walk. The Retaliate would kill him. You're absolutely right. Which is what we're hoping for. So Walk, Focus, Weak Attack. Critical Blow, the guards go here. Unless Secret Health Power. Don't say that, Ken. Don't jinx me with that bad juju. Alright, so he attacks. We play the Retaliate. And this is it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 1. So, yeah, he attacked me for 3. Reduce health. I'm sorry, reduce attack from... I can't read. Reduce damage from attack by 2. So he does 1. And then I do 1 back to him, plus 1 for my bat. So there's 1. And here is the health token. Right here. Let's see what he has. The big reveal. Nothing. We did it. We did it. We beat Hans the Butcher. I don't know how we did it. We were down. We were out. We came back. And I think we got it. Wow. I'm honestly shocked. Um, Devin, you asked earlier if I was in a good or a bad position. I really thought it could have gone either way, uh, and it went the right way. So, geez, that was real close. That was amazing. That was awesome. Uh, cool. So, let's go ahead and, yeah, I don't know. This was a good one. So, I've played this. This is actually my, I want to say, fifth time playing this set here. Um, and this is my second win here. So I've won once against Inkanyamba. That one was probably after like 6 or 7. I won one of them, and this is my either second or third win against Hans. Um, but yeah, this is definitely the easiest dude, and it is very intense. So if you're okay with dice rolls, then I think it's a good game. I love that it's very thematic. I don't love the horror theme. I really wish it could be anything else besides horror, but it does it really well. It does it really well. I do like the gameplay, the game flow of get your cards, buy your cards, do your damage, it does its damage. But still, the one thing that just kind of gets me is, oh, it's all the killing and all that stuff. But I mean, that's kind of secondary. Um, but man, that was a blast. That was a ton of fun. That was awesome. Let's go here to the front cam, and yeah. So this was sweet. There was a bunch of you guys in here the whole time. I really appreciate it. It looks like we had anywhere between like 9 to 12 of you guys here throughout the whole thing, and man, we love it. We really do appreciate you guys tuning in and helping us just kind of grow a little bit and just following along with our board game hobby. So yes, Ken, we'll be sleeping well tonight. Get that Viking music, epic final girl standing. So I talked about showing you guys what it actually looks like. So here, actually, let's go back to the other camera view. There is a couple of boxes in there. So you have the core box, which is this right here. And the core box comes with this here, right? So it comes with your dice, with all of your tokens, with all of your victims, your hearts, your trackers, all that kind of stuff. And then your tableau cards. And then, so that's all here. And then, of course, your Final Girl actual playing board. The other boxes that you get, it's probably easier if I just get one that's not open to show you that, is this right here, right? So it comes with new characters. Each one comes with 2 characters. So you have, I forget their names, but you have the 2 characters in there. And these boxes are magnetic. So I literally just take it off, and then there is the new map. So that's the Sacred Groves map. So what I would do is I would, just put them in here. And now I'm playing Hans the Butcher in the Sacred Groves. So it completely changes the gameplay, right? Or, I can keep Camp Happy Trails here. And then inside the box, you've got a couple more cards for your tableau. And there's the 3 stars that Ken was talking about earlier. A couple more tokens and stuff like that. The terror cards. Inkanyamba comes with this Divine Wrath card. But anyway, on the other side, you have your killer, right? So here's Inkanyamba. And same thing, we just place that there. And now we're playing Inkanyamba in Camp Happy Trails. So it really is a really cool, neat design how they do it. And it's just infinitely interchangeable, right? There is a box of the thing. I think it's called like Organism 2 something, right? So you could play that here at Camp Happy Trails, or you can play whatever, right? It's just completely interchangeable. But it's a really sweet design. I really do like that from this game. So, somebody else, I forgot who earlier, said some solo games that are really good. This one is one that I've been playing a ton lately, Warp's Edge. It's a solo bag builder. Actually, Joe from Board Games from Two, Board Games for Two, he gave me this game for my birthday a couple months ago. I've really enjoyed it. This is a really fun one. So next time that I do a live stream, this will probably be the solo game that we play there. So, but yeah, that's kind of it. Gonna spend so much money. Patrick, I definitely say, so you have to get the core box. If you don't have the core box, you can't play. So obviously get this and then get one box. Like we said, Hans is the easiest one. He's kind of bringing me back into liking this game because this was not a good buy. It was hard because of the Holy Groves. Huh, interesting. Well, this one kind of turned me off. It was very hard, and I did not expect that from the beginning. But overall, it's a fun game. Again, I really do appreciate you guys coming in and checking out the stream and staying here and being active. And hopefully next week, barring all things, Devin and I will be back together, and it will be the first of the month, I believe. So we're going to be talking about our games that we played this month, and just a little inside scoop. It's a ton of solo games. But other than that, that's all that I have. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us. Thank you guys for keeping me honest in the chat with the upkeep and all that kind of stuff. I think we did really well. Until next time, that's all I have. See y'all later.